And welcome to I Play That for a Dollar, the internet's premier budget gaming podcast, powered by the World 1-1 Podcast Network. I am, as always, your host, Larry the Bearded Wonder, and joining me this week are my fine friends and dollar store crew, Josh the LeGroux.
Hey.
And my lovely wife, Zoe.
Hi.
And every week we take a look at rapid roundtable reviews of games that we got our grubby little mitts on for $1 or less, and let you know if we'd play that for $1 or if we want our nickel back. And, Chad Kroger beaten with a tire iron in the back of a Applebee's parking lot.
Jesus.
I mean,
no, he's got nothing to do with this.
He paints a picture,
He really does.
Yep.
So, let's see if we can hit the elusive Triple Crown this week. Let's start off with coin flip. Zoe, what'd you play this week for $1 or less?
So once again, sticking with mobile games, I found a game called That Level Again, and for one, the design literally looks like one of those, like, you can tell it was drawn. Looks like a kid drew it. It's kind of like pencil liney.
Almost looks like it was done in MS Paint.
Yeah, but like that's okay because it's a mobile game. You don't need it.
It was like good MS Paint though.
Right.
Yeah, it reminds me. Okay, you guys are old and probably don't like SpongeBob, but I don't even know if you would know what I was talking about, even if I made the SpongeBob reference. But there's this like drawing of SpongeBob. I forgot what the hell his name is, but like his goal is to get rid of the real SpongeBob.
Is the one that has kind of the whole caveman thing going on.
Yeah.
Yeah, but like Doodle Bob, that's his name. His name's Doodle Bob. And like SpongeBob drew him and then he came to life.
Right.
Anyways, like if you know what Doodle Bob looks like, that's how the graphics in the game were. A moving drawing, essentially. But anyways, so it's a game where every time you get to the next level, the environment looks exactly the same. There's like spikes and like little things you have to jump on, and they're all in the same place. Nothing has moved. The environment completely the same, except each level you get to, there's some different like rule for how to exit the game. Like there's a button that's there, and your very first level it says, hey, push the button. So you gotta go push the button, opens the door, and you go. And then there's one where it says jump harder, and you're like, what the fuck are they talking about? So you have to like jump up on this higher ledge and jump down harder on the button, and then you can open the door.
Sure.
One of them said, no sound, and you literally have to go in the fucking game menu and turn the sound off. And once you do that, the door opens and you can fucking leave. So like each time you get to the level, the environment is 100% the same, but the rules of like, we'll say like the rules of physics for that area have changed. Like what you need to accomplish is completely different. So it's really fun. It hurts my brain, but like in a good way. It's just like, what do they mean? Like what the fuck? Like, because sometimes it's some odd shit that's not even a button on the screen. You gotta go in a menu somewhere. Like one of them, it says just give up, and you literally have to quit and exit the game and come back. I'm just like, who thinks of this? But the cool thing is, let's say you're completely stuck. All you have to do is click a hint. You gotta watch an ad, and it'll tell you what to do. So like, they don't leave you stuck there. It's not just like, oh well, you're stuck. Figure it out. Because I would hate that if the game made you have to figure it out. But I really liked it. It ate up a lot of my time, but like in a good way. I felt like my brain was being challenged, which I don't always like. But for some reason, when I'm playing a mobile game, I really don't mind. But like if I'm playing a console game, I do. It's a weird thing. But like it challenged my brain in a way that I was okay with. I felt, hey, I am being intellectually stimulated right now. This is nice.
I gotta say, while I was watching you play some of this, it reminded me a lot of an old board game called Mind Trap. That was just a bunch of like brain teasers.
Yeah,
Took
essentially
me,
what
took
they
me
are.
way back. So final verdict. Do we recommend this for $1 or less, or is this trash?
I got it for free, but I'm like, for $1, I'd definitely pay for it. I'm like, it's worth my money. It's still on my phone. Mm-hmm. I don't think I'm playing it as much as I did when I first got it, but still, if I'm like looking to kill some time, I'm like, let's go play this. It's a good thing to keep on your phone just for like a time killer. So it's worth the $1 just for that.
Right. So we got one winner from Zoe this week. Let's toss it over to LeGrew and see if we're 2-0 so far.
All right. So this week I looked at Crossfire X. Now, Crossfire X, I know you're gonna talk about it because yes, it's free on Game Pass. However, the multiplayer is free. The single player missions that they have, one of them is free, one of them is not free. I'm going to throw those out because the multiplayer is free for everybody. So let's just talk about just the multiplayer part of it. I don't know what happened. The multiplayer, it's good, but it's not great. It used to be really good. So Crossfire X is a game that, like, internationally is really well known and really well respected.
I would say I thought that name sounded familiar.
Yeah, so the multiplayer is actually pretty decent. It's just when you start getting the tendrils into like the single player and all that, I don't really know what more to say. I mean, I might need some questions because I'm just kind of like, I kind of stopped
my
playing
question
it,
is,
you know? Okay.
I have one question. What do you do in the game? Like, Larry knows what you're talking about. I have no idea what you're talking about.
It's a first person shooter.
Okay.
So it's like I'm sorry, what is that game that's like super popular, everyone plays all the time?
Call of Duty?
Yeah, Fortnite or whatever,
Fortnite.
but Halo, that
basically it's a big battle royale.
Yeah, but there's there's another PC game that's extremely popular. I just can't remember off the top of my head.
Overwatch?
No, I mean like Counter-Strike. There you go, Larry. Thank you. I need an olden for my Counter-Strike. So it's kind of like that. It's just like multiplayer. You're just dropped in this game and you're gonna play. And there's
that's kind of like Apex right now. Apex, yes. You just get dropped in locations and you just
kind of like that. Yes. So
okay,
kind of like that. It's actually good. The multiplayer is good. I just don't think they did a very good job on executing it and getting you ready for it. So I think honestly, if you like are aware of that and you're like jumping into it, you're gonna think this game is actually decent.
Okay.
If you're like me, where I want like a context, I want something to go for on this. I'm like, okay, well, it's good, but what's happening here? And they're just like, oh, this and blah blah blah. I think it's fun. It's just not great. Now
the lead-in's a little rough.
It is
if
rough.
It's not already your cup of tea.
And it's also extremely difficult to just jump into. Like, you're going to die a lot, and you're going to wish you never have started the game. Kind of like if you played Gears. Like, if you just like jump into Gears multiplayer, you die a hell of a lot until you just love it. And that's how this game is. Like, if you reward yourself it rewards you if you just reward yourself by keep playing it. You know what I mean? Like, you keep playing it, keep dying, and all of a sudden, you're like good at it. But you got to be willing
by fire.
Yeah, you got to be willing to put that time in to get good at it.
Okay.
That's my overall arc of it. All right. So, questions.
I guess there's. Go ahead, Larry.
I would say, art direction wise, does it at least stack up decently? What would you compare it to?
So it is a very modern shooter, very modern. Like, it looks realistic. I would say any COD, any Battlefield, it looks just like that. I mean, you're not going to have any problems. I mean, it's a beautiful game for what it does.
It just slipped out of my fucking brain. Zoe, if you've got something, jump in here for a sec, because my brain just collapsed.
No, it's okay. No, he explained the game very well. I was just going to ask, kind of comes down to the last question. Would you play it for $1?
For $1? Yes. I would actually play it again. I'm going to be honest with you guys. But just knowing that it takes some time to get into, you have to get into that. It's one of those games that's very frustrating because you like want to love it, but you're kind of like, and then you're thinking to yourself, oh, the get good crowd, quote unquote. You're like, I'm like, oh, come on, I'm not that bad at video games, right? But then you realize you are that bad at this game, at just this game, and so you're like, okay. But I would play it again, and I would urge anyone that's playing it to like either get some friends that want to play with you, or just know right off the bat that you're gonna die a whole bunch of shitting times, and that's part of the learning experience. And if you do that and you like it, go for it. But some people just don't. So I think it's going to be divisive, honestly.
This sounds This sounds respectable. It just sounds like there's a learning curve that if you're already prepped for it, you'll have a good time. But if not, this is not the place to start.
Right. I think if you think you're going to jump in this game and just play, you're going to run around and get killed. You know, if you just, that's what's going to happen to you. And so if you can handle that, a lot of people, can. A lot of people love that. They love that, like, a trial by fire type thing, like Larry said. And I think, like, if you love that, go for it. If you can't, pass. And
for the get good crowd, if you have more than $1 this week, you can play Elden Ring.
Oh, I know. That's a whole nother podcast, Larry.
So it almost sounds like we've got a split decision on an individual game, where it's very contextual.
Yes, it's not. I just don't want to give it like the whole thumbs up. I want to give it a thumbs up with this, like, I almost side thumbs. You know what I mean? I want to also do this because Todd, when he wasn't animated enough, is now gone from the show. I want to keep keep stuff going. And
so it gets a thumbs up, but with like an asterisk.
Yes, a thumbs up with an asterisk. So you're exactly right, Zoe.
So we've almost got a Schrodinger's 2 for 2.
Yeah, pretty much. There you go, Larry. It's perfect.
All right, well, let's see if we can get the proverbial Schrodinger's 3 for 3. Because this week I've got Breathing Fear, which is a little out of season for Halloween, but it's what we got anyways. And I opened this up, and the art style at first was kind of like, oh, that's kind of cute. It's like super zoomed in pixel art, like hyper low res shit. And I'm like, okay, this could be kind of fun for a neat little horror game, a little spooky game. I'm cool with this. And then it just turned out to be a big sloppy fucking mess. Yeah. Like, it's much more akin to the 17-week aborted fetus version of Thimbleweed Park.
No idea what you're talking about.
So it's a walk along point and click adventure game, except everything here is basically functionally awful. And it just feels like nothing was actually developed. It was just kind of conceived and dumped out onto paper, and somebody went, that's a game, right?
Yeah, that's a game.
Jeez.
Yeah, I gotcha.
Like, it's impossible to distinguish any sort of points of interactivity, even things as simple as doors, because the art style is so pixel zoomed in, you can't make heads or tails of fucking anything. Right. It is just, it's hard on the eyes, man, and it makes it literally unfucking playable. Like, it's got this whole mechanic where if your character's heart rate gets too stressed out and goes too high, it's game over and all that. But I'm like, there's no contextual sense for anything in here as to what's going to freak out your character, or is that a door, or is that just, I don't know, a trash can? You can't distinguish anything. It's bloody awful. And there's no intuitiveness to it. It is on fucking playable.
Okay, so I'm just gonna point out something that's funny here. You started this whole segment with like, "Hey, let's see if we can get the proverbial third," knowing full well that we weren't gonna.
It's called building suspense. Damn it!
But like, it's
Being a good host.
suspense on yourself,
That's
knowing
right.
full well, like.
Yeah,
I
Larry
know,
said
knows.
it to
but they
yourself.
don't know
So
until they hear this.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, but like, but once it follows through, you're just like, well, that was. It's not the suspense feeling you want. You're like, yeah, and it's like, wait, he did that to himself. That's not as cool anymore.
That's a good host.
The funny thing is,
that's
the
like
people listening
breaking
to
the
this.
fourth wall of production.
Yes.
The funny thing is, the people listening to this will only figure it out once, like, they'll figure it out when I figured it out. So like, cause then
Zoe,
they'll
damn it,
be
you're not supposed to say anything.
I'm sorry.
It's here to be an emotional roller coaster to listen to. Can he do it? Do we get the Nope. It's the high school sports movie where the kids didn't go to the state finals after all.
Yeah.
Oh Jesus!
It is Mighty Ducks, and they don't win.
Yep. That's right.
Sorry,
Bad
I
News
only
Bears
called
is
it
what
out.
it is. We're not last.
See, I only called it out because it's Larry, and I didn't want him to think that
No.
he was so slick that I didn't catch it. That's what I was doing.
Oh no,
I'm
this
like,
was very intentional.
Oh God,
And
I
now
hate
you know.
I hate you.
Knowing is half the battle.
That's
G.I.
right.
Joe.
But yeah, no, after playing this, I firmly believe that Chad Kroger has earned a midnight tire iron beating behind the Applebee's, covered in fucking barbecue sauce from all the like little all-you-can-eat mini riblets that they tossed out at the end of the fucking night. And there's a raccoon hanging out watching it happen, but didn't say nothing.
Stop painting it. It's
because that raccoon ain't no goddamn snitch.
We're done. We're done.
Dude, I swear to God, one day this is gonna get you in trouble.
Let it go.
You're gonna have to put, like, for legal reasons, this is just a joke.
Yeah, Larry's gonna be like being tortured by like Al Qaeda or something. And they're gonna be like pulling up these episodes. And he's gonna be like, no, I'm just serious. I was just making fun. I'm just goofing.
Yep. So for any FBI government people listening, for legal purposes, this is just a joke.
Dear surveillance agent sitting outside my house.
Yeah.
Grow a sense of humor. Get a hobby. Touch grass.
Yep. I hear you.
So we've officially made the rounds.
Jesus.
Yeah, no kidding.
Might be the longest episode of I Play That for $1 ever.
I don't think we've cracked the record yet, but we might have gotten close to towing the line. But so if any of this bemused you, you should definitely check out the social links that are in the show notes below, and make sure that you drop us into your RSS feed, or if you're catching us on YouTube, hit the subscribe button, and that way you and ring the notification bell like Quasimodo.
Oh my
Yeah.
God.
That way you don't miss stuff, because stuff is good. We like stuff. Want to say thank you to my friends and coworkers, Zoe and Josh, for coming and hanging out this week. And we'll catch you all next time on I'd Play That for $1, powered by the World 1-1 Podcast Network. Press start to engage your mind. Say goodnight, everybody.
Where's my paycheck?
In the mail. You can't cash it till Thursday, though.
Yeah. And goddamn, the mail is slow.
Pick up the pace, Josh.
I know, right?